Hello students, you are studying coordinate geometry. Exercise 7.2 question number 5. Find the ratio in which the line segment A1 minus 5, B minus 4 5, A1 minus 5 and B minus 4 comma 5 is divided by x-axis. Divided by x-axis. Here is a point C on x-axis. Means coordinate y is equal to 0. The point on x-axis, then y is equal to 0. Also find the coordinate of the point of division. On x-axis y will be 0. Divided by x-axis. It is divided by x-axis means point will be 0. You get the x-axis point, y will be 0. So what is? It is the coordinate of this will be x comma 0. So y is 0, so you apply it, let it is m1 and m2. So y is equal to m1 y2 plus m2 y1 upon m1 plus m2. This y0 m1 into 5 plus m2 into minus 5 divided by m1 plus m2. m1 and m2 multiply by this gives you 0 this side. 5m is equal to minus 5m minus m1 minus 5m2 minus 5m2. So 5m1 is equal to 5m2 minus this transpose this side, then minus 5m1 is equal to minus 5m2, minus and minus 5 and 5 cancel, 5 and 5 also cancel. So m1 upon m2 is equal to 1 is to 1. What ratio you are getting? Find out x also. One answer you are getting this. X is equal to, x is the midpoint of, so x1 plus x2 by 2. Direct you can get. No need of again applying m1 x2 plus, because you know it is a midpoint, so apply the midpoint theorem. m1 plus m2, 1 plus minus 4 by 2. That is minus 3 by 2. So the points this minus 3 by 2 comma 0. Minus 3 by 2 comma 0, it is your coordinate. Question number 6. Question number 6 you will get. If 1, 2, 4, 5. These are the vertices of a parallelogram. I have told you, you draw the parallelogram. Easy to find out. A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 4, Y. 1, 2, 4, Y. X, 6. And D is given 3, 5. Use the property of parallelogram, diagonals bisect. Diagonals bisect each other, join it. So M is midpoint of AC and M is also the M is midpoint of BD. Both midpoint M. So midpoint formula x1 plus x2 for AC 1 and 2 is this 1 plus x by 2. It means the coordinate of M1 M will be same in the left and right, because one point is a common point for both the lines. So 1 point this and 1 point this you fit. 1 plus x by 2 comma 2 plus 6 by 2 is equal to 3 plus 4 by 2 comma 5 plus y by 2. x1 plus x2 by 2 comma y1 plus y2 by 2 for AC. For BD, x1 plus x2 or x1, anyone you can take. 3 plus 4 by 2, 5 plus y by 2. So x1 plus x2 compare. You are getting 1 plus x by 2 comma 8 by 2. is equal to 7 by 2 comma 5 plus y by 2. Compare left, comparing x by x, comparing x by x means 1 plus x by 2 is equal to 7 by 2 and 8 by 2 is equal to 5 plus y by 2. Both the side 2 cancel, so x is equal to 7 minus 1, x is equal to 6. 2 and 2 cancel, 8 is equal to 5 plus y, then y is equal to 8 minus 5, that is 3. Y is equal to 3. X is equal to 6. X is equal to 6 and y is equal to 3 you are getting. Next question number 7. Question number 7 you find out. What is the question number 7? Question number 7. Find the coordinate of point A where AB is the diameter of a circle. At once you draw the figure. AB is the diameter of a circle. AB is a diameter of a circle whose center is 2 comma, it is a center 2 comma minus 3. And B is 1 comma 4. It is given 1 comma 4. If it is x comma y and here x1 comma y1, here x2 comma y2, then center is midpoint. Center is midpoint of diameter. Do you know? Center is midpoint of the diameter. So what will you apply here? Center is the midpoint of the diameter. You want to find out this. So by what is x? X is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. Y is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. Put the values. X is given 2. Xy, x is given 2. X1 plus x2 is given 1 by 2. Y is given minus 3 is equal to, what is the y1? Not given. Y1 plus y2 is 4. Divide by 2. Same formula. Cross multiplying 4 is equal to x1 plus 1. So 4 minus 1 is equal to x1, then x1 is equal to 3. Minus 6 is equal to y1 plus 4. So minus 6 minus 4 is equal to y1, minus 10 is equal to y1. So what is your coordinate? You are getting the coordinate. Therefore, A coordinate is x1 comma y1 is equal to 3 comma minus 10. Very simply you are getting. Question number 8. Question number 8 is here. What is the question number 8? If A and B, question number 8, A and B are the 2 points, 2 minus 2 and respectively, find the coordinate of P such that, okay, it is very simple. A is given minus 2 comma minus 2, which is x1 y1. B is given minus 2 comma minus 4, that is x2 y2. Simply you write, it is very easy. When you will write, then it is very easy. Find the coordinate of P such that AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. A point is given P, whose coordinate is x comma y. And it is given AP is equal to 3 by 7 of AB. It is given. Ratio is not given. So first you find out AP is equal to 3 by 7 AB. What is the ratio? Ratio is not given. So what will you do? 7 AP is equal to 3 AB. You want AP ratio PB. So you can write this 3 into AP plus PB. Or not? 7 AP. So 7 AP minus 3 AP is equal to 3 PB. This you will write. I am opening the bracket and transposing this 3 AP left side. So 7 4 AP is equal to 3 PB. Transpose AP by PB. PB 4 will go that side, 3 by 4. So your ratio is 3:4, which is M1 ratio M2. Means it is 3 and it is 4. You are getting. Now apply the coordinate P, that is x comma y. M1 x2 plus M2 x1 divide by M1 plus M2. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 divided by M1 plus M2. Put the values. What is M1? 3. 3 into 2. 3 2 ja 6. 4 into minus 2. Minus 8 by 3 plus 4. Comma. 3 into minus 4. Minus 12. 4 into minus 2. Minus 8 upon 3 plus 4. Minus 2 by 7. Comma. Minus 20 by 7. What are you getting? Minus 2 by 7, comma, minus 20 by 7. It is your coordinate of a point P which divide the line into 3:4 or AP equal to 3 by 7. AP is a very important key point. By this you will calculate 3:4, which is very important. Without this you can't solve the question. Question number 8 is over. Question number 9 is given. What is the question number 9 is given? In the question number 9, find the coordinate of the point which divide the line segment A 2 comma minus 2 and B 2 comma 8 into 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts means P, Q, 1, 2 and 3 R. There is a 4 points and all the 4 parts are equal 1, 2, 3. AP equal to PQ is equal to QR is equal to RB. So there is a 2 parts, 2 method is there. One, for P, it is x1 y1. It is x2 y2. Okay. Q is the midpoint of AP in this case. 2 to 2. Q is the midpoint. You can calculate Q by x1 plus x2 by 2 y1 plus. For P it will be M1 ratio M2 will be 1:3. For Q, M1 ratio M2 is equal to 2:2, that is 1:1 midpoint. For Q, midpoint you can apply. For R is equal to M1 ratio M2 will be, this is the 3 and this is the 1, 3:1. So apply this 3 times, you get the question number 9 easily. I hope it is clear. Find out, one method is this. From one order you see, 1:2 AP ratio PB. Here what are you getting? AP ratio PB. Here you are getting AQ ratio QB. Here you are getting AR ratio RB. So like this you can apply section formula and get. Rest part, x1, y1, x2, y2 will be same. Another method, find the midpoint here first. Q is mid of AB. P is mid of R. This mid of AQ. AQ you can draw. And R is the midpoint of QB. R is the midpoint of QB. P is the midpoint. You can apply this also. First midpoint theorem here, then midpoint between these two, then midpoint. One method this, any one method you adopt. Last question, question number 10 is given. Find the area of the rhombus. Find the area of the rhombus. Find the area of the rhombus if the vertices, question number 10, if rhombus is this, if the vertices of the rhombus is given by the 4 lines 3 0 4 5, 3 0 4 5, -1 4, and minus 2 minus 1. Area of rhombus taken in the order. So we know area of rhombus is equal to half d1 into d2. So one is the d1 and one is the d2. d1 is, how will you calculate? d1 is equal to AC. AC is d1. A is x1 y1 x2 y2 under root distance formula you apply. Distance formula x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Then you apply the formula for BD. BD also you apply the distance d2. d2 also, then du x1 y1 x1 y1 x2 y2 here. Both, then you put these values. Area is equal to half into d1 into d2 square units. What is your answer? Unit is very important. If you are not writing this, you will not get the answer after solving it. So that's all. I hope you are understanding these all. This exercise is over. Now the portion, rest part of the question is area of triangle. We know half into base into height. Now we will see if the base height and side not given, then how will you solve and find the area of triangle? We'll discuss in the next lecture. Thanks.